Hello, Habari, Salam. My name is Noura Yunus, founder and CEO at African Women Business Alliance. We're a strength-based, data, mission, and community-driven practice model focusing on closing both gender and racial gap in business development for Black women diaspora studying right here in Greater Seattle area. We've had such an amazing ride so far, 2 years and a half, and great lessons learned, many challenges and obstacles, but the spirit remains alive and we cannot wait to start afresh next year. Our impact so far has been an amazing feasibility study report prior to launching a disaggregated data report focusing on African immigrant diaspora in business and aspiring entrepreneurs. Second report came from the great partnership with School of Public Policy at UW, where we again produced disaggregated data focusing on Black women diaspora in general, not just African immigrant women. We've helped 2 amazing graduates, cohorts of ours graduate. We hope to work more with them because our model is not just receive the training and get workshops and leave you. We are working so hard to make sure that they get the support they need as much as we promised them, so that it's an ongoing process to capture everything we want to do in terms of the holistic approach in business development for Black women diaspora. And so that's an ongoing process. We are going to work as hard as possible to bring more resources and tangible holistic approach tools catered and custom made for them, for the diaspora, for the Black women diaspora. Another amazing thing that we're so proud of is we produced 3 marketplaces from 2017 to 2019. We launched our I'm Resilient campaign, I'm Bold and Resilient campaign for Black women diaspora, as well as hosted our annual tradition, our annual practice model, tie into the inclusive economy model that we're building. 2 amazing forum on Black women diaspora in business from 2017 to 2019. So that's an annual practice model that we're going to continue as much as we stay alive. An amazing thing that we did was also honoring and awarding 23 Black women diaspora in business in the Puget Sound area. Now that has never been done before, and we do that, and that's also an annual practice model that we do, and we'll continue to practice. It's really to raise awareness as well as provide the platform that is harnessing the power of Black women diaspora in business, making sure that they're visible, they're known, they're heard, and they're seen. Because they do a lot of great work in producing, shaping our fabric of cultural richness, as well as contributing heavily to our economy as a whole in the Puget Sound area and nationally as well. So those are amazing impacts we've had so far since 2017, closing the year for 2019. And so what's next? Well, we have amazing stuff coming up 2020, and I can't wait to share them. But for now, I would like to introduce you to our amazing initiative called Building Inclusive Culture for Inclusive Economy. Now, first of all, why Black women diaspora? I as an African subject, I as an African immigrant, I as an African mother, I as an African immigrant again, strongly believe I hold a duty and obligation to carry the narrative that made me who I am as an African subject. I come from strong African women. I come from Black women diaspora. I come from the continent. I was made by the continent. I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for Africa, and the resilience and the boldness of African culture and everything Africa represent. And so for that reason, I hold tremendous amount of duty and obligation to do my best in my existence, you know, to do better and to challenge myself into bringing platform that is going to help unleash the fullest potential of African women in business by utilizing entrepreneurship as a tool. Now, why entrepreneurship? Why Black women diaspora? You know, globally, historically, black diaspora in general, Black subjects did not inherit a history of economic liberation. We can go back to we can go back to 19th century and understand how that happened, and we'll get there. But so we did not inherit economic justice and economic liberation globally. Nationally, we have Black women diaspora doing amazing work in the entrepreneurship field, but they stay stagnant. They don't grow as much as we should. As much as they should, as much as we would want them to. And locally, we have a huge untapped potential of African immigrant women doing business again, but staying stagnant. And so, why is that? So systemically, with structural power as well as culturally, we all need to do better in dissecting all that and doing our best to make sure that we're bringing tangible resources, but also pushing ourselves to understand the narrative better, as well as doing our best to do justice in making sure that we fight for what's right, because representation matters a lot. Why entrepreneurship? I'm a Black feminist. I'm a matriarch. Again, a Black subject, a Black diaspora, an African, proud, born and raised. I believe that we can totally dismantle poverty by lifting women out of poverty, and we want to utilize entrepreneurship as a model for that. That's why we're focusing on entrepreneurship. Anyways, so what's next? We have amazing stuff coming up next year, 2020. I would like to welcome you to our upcoming forum, our third annual forum, taking place during Black History Month, February 2020, on building inclusive culture for inclusive economy. We are launching this amazing initiative because we don't believe that we can completely, build inclusive economy without inclusive culture. Why is that? I strongly believe in the power of business. I strongly believe in the power of women in general. Women hold tremendous amount of power